What's going on, guys? Evan the Dark Souls enthusiast here, bringing the Dark Souls gameplay commentary on the Xbox 360. This is going to be the second half of my Darkmoon invasions that I recorded in the last session. This is going to be obviously an update to the channel, but I actually wanted to talk about something other than giving you guys like a blow-by-blow of all these PvP matches. I was sort of inspired. I had these sort of my timeline made up to render and edit this video, and I was ready to do the commentary on it, and I decided I actually wanted to jump on Dark Souls. I felt like a compulsion to go play a little bit, so I did. And when I jumped on Dark Souls, a really convenient thing happened that has occurred numerous times for me, and I don't think it's that rare, so it's something I wanted to sort of talk about and see the community's reaction to this. So I was in Anor Londo, spamming my red eye orb, and normally if I'm under soul level 100, Anor Londo is where I go to spam any orb I have, whether it be red, blue, or just waiting to be invaded. Anor Londo is where I go if I'm under level 100. I know there's a lot of other areas that are probably more efficient for that level bracket, but that's just kind of where I go. And I found that going there to level is actually the most efficient leveling method in the game. Though there's a caveat with that. The leveling method I'm about to describe is only quick if things work out the way you need them to, and in my experience they frequently do. So this type of conversation is in response to a lot of people asking me, where do you level up, where do you farm? There's no secret to it, guys. Unfortunately, farming in Dark Souls is a grind like any other game. Fortunately, the grind is very short in Dark Souls. But basically, I grind in the forest until roughly level 50. And then after level 50, I might farm a couple more souls to level up my Pyro Flame a little bit, usually not to plus 15. Because I think you can get your Pyro Flame, you can almost level yourself from like 1 to 55 for the cost of souls to fully upgrade a Pyromancy Flame. But anyway, once I get about the 50s, I'm comfortable that I can grind out areas much quicker than I normally could. And at that point, I don't level anymore. I just play through the game because most of my characters won't complete without at least one playthrough of New Game Plus. And as a result, getting to soul level 125 or 120, the PvP ranges for the kiln, and just for PvP in general, pretty easy. Not a big problem. Happens pretty quick, actually, and you'll easily get the level you need, and you'll get all the souls you need, both to buy all the supplies you need, to upgrade all the weapons you need, and to buy the spells you need, and to reach 125 easily without incident, and that's just kind of how I roll. I just do playthrough, so I'm sorry, I can't really give you any tricks for leveling other than sort of the random luck sacking method I'm about to describe now, which has happened twice and has basically leveled my characters for me. I get bored as I play through Dark Souls. I've played through Dark Souls so many times now, and I'm not complaining. It's an amazing game. I love to play through it. I love to commentate it, but I think I've been through the single player, counting New Game Pluses, because I don't do expedited runs. I actually go through all the areas just for kicks. I've probably been through the entire single player on this game between 30 and 50 times. It's not that I when I tell people that, like, man, you have no life, it's not really that. It's that this was the only game I was playing for months and months. So, I had most of the areas memorized by the third or fourth time through. So, when you're only playing one game and you budget, between 1 to 3 hours for gaming a day, it's not like you can't game and have a life, I guess. It's like any other hobby. It's funny, you think about the amount of time it takes to go and eat with a friend. That usually takes, unless you're trying to expedite that too, that takes like, usually at least an hour, maybe more. So you just eat dinner in your apartment instead of going out with some friends, and you can actually find a lot of time to get your gaming in. So just so everyone knows, I do, maintain, I am a productive member of society still, despite the fact I played through Dark Souls single player like probably 30 plus times. In any case, along the way I usually stop in PvP, usually in Anor Londo or in the woods, whatever I'm feeling, and sometimes characters just instantly go from level 50 to whatever they go to. Take what inspired me to do this commentary series today. So I literally am just jumping off my Xbox now. It was about 7:30 a.m. I got back from work at 7 a.m., got a bottle of water, played around on YouTube for a little bit, and then I ultimately winded up jumping on Dark Souls, and I did 2 Red Eye Orb invasions. The first invasion I invaded in Anor Londo, and some guy fell off the rafters in the church before I even found him, I think. So That was easy, easy souls. And then I invaded Anor Londo again, and I ran into this dude in like a full set of Smoug's armor and Smoug's hammer, and I was like, is this like going to be a Smoug cosplay PvP match thing? Because that'd be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I was not set up to render the video. I really wish I could have saved it for you guys. I think you guys would have been really interested to watch it, but I couldn't get a hold of it, and I quickly realized that something was off. You see, when you invade as a... I wasn't invading as a Darkmoon, and that, at the time, I was actually invading as a Dark Wraith. Dark Wraiths invade people higher level than them, but I don't actually remember the actual range. But because it was Dark Anor Londo, there may not have been a level range. I'm not exactly sure the situation regarding the levels in the match, but that's really not what's important. So this guy used over 15 Wrath of Gods, easily. There's no doubt there's at least 15 Wrath of Gods casted against me, along with 4 Firestorms. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know how you can carry that many stacks of spells. But he was. At that soul level, it just seems really unlikely that that would be happening. Yet it did, and I'm not going to lie. I think this guy was definitely using a modded character or a glitch character or something. He was popping, Divine Blessings to heal, and he definitely had like fully upgraded Smoke set and Havel's Shield, and it was just... the guy was totally like pieced out. And that's not a big deal so much as sort of an interesting experience. I wound up winning through chain backstabs because I couldn't one-shot him with any of my weapons, especially being a level 75 with a lightning washing pole, which was what I was using at the time, so there was really no way I could get him down without him just Divine Blessing up, so I was like, well, he didn't really have the endurance to not... I'm sorry, not the endurance. He didn't have the item encumbrance, whatever his build was, to do like ninja flips. He was doing standard slow rolls. So my guess would be that he was doing like the low endurance with like pump faith kind of build. You pump faith, you don't pump endurance, and you just be a faith caster, which involves stacking mass Wrath of Gods. But it'd be kind of weird for him to have that many Wrath of Gods at that stage in the game. So anyway, I get behind this guy, get a backstab off, and then I just basically chain backstab every time he stands up. Because if you have a slow roll and slow movement speed, it's very, very difficult to get out of chain backstabs unless you know how to interrupt them. Now I do. What you want to do if you can't speed roll to get out of that situation, you basically just want to stand up and not get hit. Or not let them... Don't make any movements. When you first stand up from a backstab, you actually have a backstab shield. Now they can hit you and get swing damage in on you, but they can't backstab you unless they hit you once or you move. So let them hit you once, then turn and fight. And then you shouldn't get backstabbed and chain backstab. That's a guaranteed way to get out of chain backstabs. So I had chain backstabbed this guy to death, and he drops like 1.5 million souls. So I was like, that's enough to instantly go from level 60 to level 125. And then on my other character, my first Let's Play character, Ellie, shortly after finishing the single player, I invaded somebody and they dropped, I was like level 100 and I killed somebody and they dropped 1 million souls. So if anybody's really looking to level super quick and you're comfortable PvPing, that's actually how I've leveled probably 3 of my characters, is just through random PvP matches dropping nigh at least 1 million souls, 500,000 souls. If you invade for like 5 hours, you're almost guaranteed to get one drop of like 1 million-ish souls. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about in this video, is just share sort of my level up methodologies and my thoughts on the hacking must be becoming rampant, because I was hacking and modding, whatever terminology you want to use, because I was able to get several million soul drops from people in Dark Anor Londo rocking like infinite divine blessings and things like that. And, stacks of horrendous numbers of Wrath of Gods. But anyway, with that said, the last half of this video is me beating Ornstein and Smough in New Game++, and I don't like to commentate boss battles, so I think it takes away from the immersion. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.